Am I audible?
Hello. Yes, yes. Go on,
Yeah,
please.
yeah. Yes. So as I was saying, planning to move to a functional consultant role. So that is why I was, looking for a SAP SD training. As currently I'm working in SAP S/4HANA pre-sales role. So
Yeah,
basically, I built
which company you are working?
Yes Technologies.
Ah, yes, technologies. Okay, okay.
Yeah,
Understood.
yeah.
So, okay, fine, fine. So you are staying in Dubai, is it?
Yeah. Currently, I'm here. I'm from India, but currently I'm here.
Ah, okay. Where are you staying in Dubai?
I mean, it is near. I'm staying in JLT.
Ah, okay, okay. All right.
Yeah,
That's nice.
yeah.
I am actually from Dubai only. I own a couple of apartments and a short villa in Dubai. So
Oh,
that is why I
okay,
was just
nice.
checking. Yeah, yeah. But right now I
Which
am
area?
staying in India. One is I stay in JBR Residence,
Okay.
Jumeirah JBR Residence
Oh, okay.
5,
Hmm.
and
Hmm.
another one is in JLT also, but that is rented now. So the JLT is
Okay.
Orient Tower,
Okay.
and
Hmm.
then also there is another one in JLT in Kimberley Tower,
Okay.
and the villa I have one in Springs, and
Okay.
another one is in Silicon Oasis.
Okay.
So, I mean above Silicon Oasis, but the Dubai land or something like that. That
Correct.
in that part. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So yes, you want to move into functional role. Why so? Do you
Yeah.
have any project in your kitty?
No, I mean, not in my kitty as of now, but in terms of progression in the career, I think that is where the scope would be.
Okay, because you
Yeah.
know the reality of the market, right? So
Yeah.
you will be getting the functional consultant role after at least 6 years.
Yeah. I
So
do.
till,
But
till that time you will be in the support
yeah,
function.
yeah, correct. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's okay. I'm just informing. So anyway, so when you're talking about support, you can get the queries from all consultants concerning SD,
Yeah.
not only SD. The SD is also integrated to FI, is also integrated to EWM, warehouse management, and it is also integrated to what do you call that, procurement. So a part
Right.
of supply chain integration you need to be having in mind in order to support.
Right.
Otherwise, you will be
Yeah.
only supporting based on the technical viewpoint and not necessarily
Correct.
functional to have this thing. And normally, the pre-sales people, they are not normally equipped to functional uh, problems because they are more of a
Yeah.
decision makers. So you know that's okay. That's okay. I'm just sharing my thoughts aloud. I'm not
Yeah.
commenting
Yeah.
any on any particular function. Anyway, so the thing is that if you are looking for the training, there are two types of trainings. One is the instructor-led training,
Okay.
wherein I would like to you know give you the full background, throw up you
Mm-hmm.
on the deep end of the sea, like the software servers will be given to you, and you will practice in
Mm.
front of me, online of
Yeah.
course, but in front of me. And when we achieve the breakthrough, that means we have to functionally, basically, the control document of SD is sales order. So the moment you are able to create sales orders with, there are total 26 scenarios in which the sales order
Okay.
can be made. So sales order
Okay.
making, modifying, marking for deletion, amendments, everything. So sales
Okay.
order, then converting the sales order to service order, different
Mm.
scenarios, business scenarios that you need to have the first-hand information about, and then you need to
Okay.
orient that to what are the solutions given in SAP for those
Okay.
scenarios. So normally, even if you are a functional consultant, generally SAP expects you to have the enterprise structure knowledge of SD module. Like there is an enterprise structure at high level, at finance level, because finance module gets implemented first. So they will implement the
Right.
company code and everything. And then you will
Mm.
assign your own global settings. So SD global settings are like, if you have any rates, then rate masters. If you have any exports related queries, any quotations, any RFQs, RFTs. So how that gets transported into SAP at master level. So those are global settings. And then you connect the SD to finance, because finance module is implemented first. So everything at the end of the month will be reported to finance. It can be reported daily also. So the connecting point, integration point, is called an accounts receivable. So selection of the right GL account automatically when you finish your non-financial processes, then you have to convert that into financial processes so that it will directly hit the general ledger of the company, and then that's all. Then your job is done. So then finance people will take it further. So that's how the process is there. Its process is basically called O2C, order to cash
Hmm.
or order to collection. So in that process, if your functional background is finance, then I would also give you more focused training from the finance standpoint also, because whatever modules are there, finance module got implemented first. So SAP, without telling in as many words, but they expect you to have the finance side of knowledge also, apart from your own
Hmm.
module. So that's how it is. So the process that for your functional capacity is O2C, wherein we will be starting
Hmm.
with sales order creation. Before sales order creation, we have to have the leads creation. That will be
Right.
done by CRM basically. So lead, quotes, quotations. Then if it is a tender-based procurement, then you will participate in tender. Then you will get a tenders request for quotation, and then we will release the particular quotation. I mean, the customer will release the particular quotation to you, which you will be converting into sales order, and then you will negotiate. It will be a dummy sales order. You will negotiate price along with the finance person. You will negotiate the pricing terms and the delivery terms. So accordingly, you will be able to make the decision as to what are the what are the delivery points, what are the shipping points, how you are going to actually deliver the case. What if it is export? Then what are the different transportation costs, customs cost, how you are going to cover. So they call it as Incoterms. So you will be negotiating those also. So all that particular things post negotiation, when you save all the document in the customer master, then it becomes then that data will be captured while making the sales order. So in sales order also there are 8 different types of scenarios. So that we can be seeing, and then how it is linked when you actually go to sales process. Then you would want, because there are different warehouses. So you would once the sales order is there, it will map to the location from where you are going to pick the goods. And then from that location, when the goods are picked, it is coming to the main storage where it is going to be packed. So you need to be getting a picking and packing order also. So with that picking and packing order, which is becoming a delivery order, so you'll have a quotation that will get converted into sales order. From that sales order, you'll have pick list, picking and packing list, and from the picking and packing list, it will be prepared a delivery order. From the delivery order, your billing department will generate the sales invoice in the name of the customer, and then it is ready. Then you will call the shipping point. So shipping point means whether it is a local transporter or it is if it is international, then you have those DHL and those type of people, and then you will be sending them the email that we are ready. You will come. You means the CRM people will do. They are the front ending people. You are the back end people to process
Yeah.
those sales orders. So accordingly, they will be coming. Then you will be going to the factory gate when the goods are going to be disposed from, and then the goods will be delivered back to the customer. Once the goods leave from your factory or your place, you will inform the customer that this is the tentative arrival date. Accordingly, book the berth. Place when you can welcome the goods, and then once the goods reach customer, he will be preparing the GRN, and give you one copy of the GRN. With that one copy of the GRN, you will be able to put the customer sale as completed, and now inform this information to the finance team, which is for collection, or commercial team, which they will be chasing the customers on due date to collection. And then there is also a parallel process called Dunning group, wherein you will be intimating. There will be, it's like a WhatsApp group, but in SAP. So there will be a finance person, sales person, stores person. from both sides, customer side and your side, and then you will be informing. So each person does his job. He will put the update in the dunning group, and accordingly, when the goods will be falling due for payment, then accounts people will talk to each other, and they will discuss the bank details and make the payment and transfer the remittance advice to us. So when the remittance advice is received by accounts person, when the money comes in the bank, they will match, and then they will confirm to the sales department that this particular sales order is closed because we have delivered and we have received the payment. So this is the O2C collection process that is expected to be undertaken along with SD plus
Hmm.
finance. Finance will be minor,
Okay.
SD will be major. But if your domain background is like BCom or BBA or those kind, then you will understand finance also equally.
No, I'm not, from finance background, but yeah, I mean that is necessary anyway.
Yeah. I mean, then we can restrict yourself into the barcoding stage or something like that, where you would be
Hmm.
actually, taking the barcodes. You will be affixing the barcodes. You means the store people. You will check whether their work has been done properly. They will affix the barcode and then generate the delivery order and call the courier persons. That's all. So that you will control. And then when the customer's GRN copy is received, you will intimate the accounts department that this transaction is completed at your end. Now accounts department will confirm when we receive the payment.
Hmm.
So this is basically the cyclical mode of O2C that will be performed in with the help of FI and a little bit CO, and main module is SD.
Correct.
So that is for sales order.
Okay.
Then similar
Hmm.
thing goes for service order. If it is a
Hmm.
like catering company or cleaning company or
Hmm.
those type of
Hmm.
service companies are there, then how do you perform this thing? There, here it will be a purchase order. There it will be a service
Hmm.
order. So sales order will get converted into service order. Sometimes it will be both. Like if you are an OEM, if you are implementing SAP for OEM, you understand OEM, right? In pre-sales, you
Yeah,
must be
yeah,
knowing.
yeah.
So OEM
Yeah.
people will they do not necessarily operate from agents. So I mean they themselves are agent. They open their own office in their location, in your location, your
Hmm.
customer's location, and give the service.
Hmm.
So then the sales order will have to, when a sales order automatically will get closed when the delivery happens. So there
Hmm.
is SAP has got one more this thing that you will get substituted. So then there is one way which is called that the sales order will not get closed, but a sales order will be substituted to service order. So this is the point of sale, and after this point, this sales order where we sold the product, because we are OEM, any repair work or any service work will also come to us. So that time the sales order will be substituted into service order. So if it is for OEM, if it is for dealers, then one is sales order, one is service order, depending on what the product is. If the dealer is selling the product, then sales order. If the dealer is selling services as a product, then service order.
Hmm. Hmm.
So that will be how you prepare that and the whole journey of that. And ultimately, you mix it with finance or you don't. But if you don't mix it with finance, then your role stops at getting the picking packing list done, convert it to picking packing list to delivery order, call the shipping point. Shipping point
Hmm.
means the courier persons or whoever is going to take the delivery, or if it is export, then you will have to your commercial department. You call the commercial department. They will take the goods onto the ship or onto the airport and convert and complete the delivery, physical delivery part, and inform the customer. So and then customer will inform you back after receiving the goods whether he is rejecting the goods or he is partially rejecting the goods or he is completely accepting the goods. If he completely accept
Hmm.
the goods, he will send you the GRN, his GRN, which will be matched by accounts department along with the sales order or service order, the GRN, and the delivery order, which is picking and packing, and the invoice. And against that will be matched to the remittance advice where the money is sitting in the bank account. So that's how will I mean SAP will support you till that.
Hmm.
So this
And
is
what about, yeah,
yeah, go on.
uh, what about the, there's something called credit. credit line and returns, sales returns.
Yeah, there is one, but these are,
Mm.
I mean, would you be involved in that? I'm not very sure because these are the
Okay.
matters which are commercial matters. So there's, if
Mm.
you're, I mean, it will be for, in Dubai, I don't, they do credit review and credit analysis, but not
Mm.
necessarily. Most of the things in Dubai are eyewash, but credit management is a submodule in SAP. If you
Mm.
decide to use it, you can, but generally it is not used. It is used only by the finance department to empanel the new customer. So there is a high level committee which is called as it is actually purchase order committee, purchasing committee,
Okay.
in which there is a sales
Mm.
department person also involved. So you will that basically they will collect the documents, the trade documents, last year balance sheet, all that blah 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 to decide what will be the credit
Mm.
and offer the credit terms
Mm.
to the customer. And then once accepted, it will be it's a once in a year thing. So it is a master thing. It is not a
Mm.
functional thing actually,
Mm.
but it is a master thing. So when you are empaneling the customer, that time you implement customer master. In that customer master,
Mm.
you will put the credit thing. So first he is a cash customer. Then after building some track record, he will be offered some little credit, and then it will be
Mm.
then there will be enhancement in the credit. And if God forbid he does not do well after getting the credit in terms of service, you can deregister him or delist him.
Mm.
That all version will work, but it is a configuration issue. You are expected to step into the implementation team where it is already done and you have the customer master ready. So you can pick out of the total customers you deal with, who are your top 10 customers and are they are all on credit, and what is the normal credit range that they have given and how much they have utilized the credit. Normally we give
Mm.
credit
Mm.
to get the volumes of the business. So, but if the person is rational, then customers they are despite having credit, they are not giving you the same business or extra, or they're giving you the same business but not more. Then you would like to squeeze their credit. So that those type of business decisions, I am not sure they will be giving to you at a 3 years experience level. But if you're lucky, then you are involved in the implementation from the first phase. Then yes, then you might get this requirement. These are all top requirement, top management requirement. Basically, in SD, pricing and credit management
Mm.
is not people at your level, even functionally also, and in SAP also.
Mm.
This is the experience. This is my experience. But since you are in Dubai where there is a shortage of consultants, you might. So if you want to cover that, please, I don't mind covering that at all because it is a setting. So there is one tab of credit management where you will have to
Okay.
put the credit. The credit management means credit will be in terms of money and also in terms of the delivery standards and also in terms of the dates. And accordingly, those dates are linked back, and accordingly, the credit management is linked to the payment terms, which will be in the sales order. And
Mm.
then there will be
Okay.
standard reports like how many customers have given. Basically, it is CIS is what we call customer information system. So you can pick and choose the top 10 customers and how they have been behaving. So before offering them credit, how much business they gave. After offering them the credit, how much business they give now. And is there a dip in the order price, or is there the volumes are increasing but prices are not that much increasing? So all type of MIS combinations management can ask you functionally to prepare in the form of reports. So based on credit management, but I don't know why. But generally, credit management is not very popular because SAP wants, since it's a coded software, even if there is a difference between the price of sales or sale, for example, sales order price and invoice price, if there's a difference of even $1, it will reject all the invoices. So it is another too much time. So then to have that, you have to put them in tolerance. So you have to inform SAP that up to $10 difference between the credit price and the wholesale price and the custom price. If it is the difference of $10, you just ignore it. So that $10, if you give any handicap like that, at $10 tomorrow anyone can make $100 also, and the you know and the frauds can take place. So that is why credit management is not too much popular. But I have implemented and I have taught people also on that. It's not that I don't, but you need to see whether you want it. But at
Okay.
your when you are shifting to functional, I think they will be giving you easier tasks than the credit management. Because credit management today
Yeah.
you require a treasury experience of at least 5 years on SAP, and then 2 to 3 implementations of SAP. Such profile they would
Okay.
give credit, but we can teach. That's not a problem.
Yeah. No. No. I was not. I mean, yeah. But if I get it or not, that is a whole separate thing. But I was just for in terms of information and knowing things, I was
That
looking at it like that. Yeah.
that is
Hmm.
that is
Yeah. And one more thing, there is a thing called drop shipping or third party shipping as well.
yeah, that is what I'm talking about
Yeah.
shipping point. So first shipping
Okay.
point is that you have a direct shipping line, like you have a contact with the
Mm-hmm.
shipments. So
Mm-hmm.
uh, what do you call that? Depending on the volume and depending on the location. If the location that your customer location is serviceable by the transporters that you have arranged, then you will give them first preference to give the port. If not, then you will have to have an arrangement of third parties. So third party ports means you will get
Okay.
3 ports, 4 ports, and then select a shipment point.
Mm-hmm.
So that calls that is all under drop shipping and other things. That all comes under shipping point.
Okay. Okay. And this will be taught on which application? I mean, is it
S for HANA.
ECC or
S for
okay.
HANA.
Okay.
You want
Okay.
it on
Okay.
ECC?
No, no, I was just asking you because I would prefer
Uh-huh.
it on S/4HANA. Yeah.
Yeah, it will be
But this
100% on
is
S for HANA
yeah.
because ECC is going to
Yeah,
get bundled
sunset.
out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sunset
Yeah.
is there. They are into
Yeah.
sunset, and then after sunset, there will be godfathering provision. That means they will be saying SAP will be saying, you see, there was something called ECC. So it will only remain a
Mm.
storyline. So
Oh,
by
okay. Mm.
2027, their support. No, I mean ECC will still be there, but SAP will not give
Mm.
support.
Okay.
Yeah. So it will be straight away on S4 HANA. So
Mm.
S4 HANA has made it very clear that every module
Mm.
functionally you will need to learn the configurations, the
Yeah.
business scenarios, and integration. So integration of other modules with SD that will generate a list
Mm.
of various standard reports that SAP has developed.
Mm.
So that you need to have. So all the training is oriented into these 3 aspects.
Okay. And how long is this training?
Well, that remains to be seen for you because SAP says that if you want to have a certified training, then you need to at least take the examination after completing almost 200 hours of study, which
Okay.
requires your self study and your instructor.
Mm-hmm.
Some people certification, right? Because certification, to be very honest, is very costly. So they would like to get the
Mm.
job first and let the employer pay for it. I mean, if
Correct.
it is
Correct.
employer paying, then they have a different rate. They have a different rate. So that's why mostly people take the easier route to get jobs.
Yeah. Yeah. True. True. Yeah.
So for that, I don't think you would require much, too many hours. So it could be about 30 hours also for the knowledge sake. I mean, non-certified training. But for certified, then we have to take a lot of certificate questions. I mean, in the exam, there are only 80 questions, but they are very tricky.
Mm-hmm.
So we have to also practice exam questions and exam simulators and so many things. So that would increase the number of hours.
Okay. No, I'm looking for a. I mean, my plan is to get certified. Uh,
Okay,
so
then it could be 60
yeah.
hours, 90 hours, whatever, depending on your availability.
Okay.
Uh, then actually SD module is questions from anywhere.
Sorry,
Nobody
I
needs
couldn't
the
hear you.
2000
Your
pages.
voice is breaking.
Yeah, the SAP module is about 2000 pages. SAP SD S4 HANA,
Okay.
the master
Okay.
document. But
Mm-hmm.
then nobody studies that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm interested, so I keep on studying, and it's a reference document majorly. But there are different community programs and guides and webinars, and all the people study from that only. So
Mm-hmm.
then, if you are trying to go for self study, then normally if you feel that you're good enough to take the examination in after studying for say 90 hours, then you would take about
Mm-hmm.
30 hours of training and 60 hours of self study. So
Okay.
that is the reasonable ratio. So
Hmm.
you can decide accordingly. SAP wants you to study at least 200 hours, including the training
Okay. Hmm.
and practice. But
Okay.
that is not a
And
be all and end all. It depends on your objectives.
hmm. Correct. And how long would I have the server access for?
Server access you have to buy, na?